In today's video, I rebuilt the Charlotte Hornets, getting them out of poverty and bringing them to the top. What it do is good, YouTube? OD back with another 2K banger for y'all, man. Today we got a Hornets rebuild, as you see in the title, as you see in the intro. Of course, start today is under maintenance, so give me a second while I sim the season. We got a lot to discuss with this Hornets team, bro. LaMelo, obviously our centerpiece right here. Mark Williams, Miles Bridges, we got Brandon Miller. I'm surprised he is only an 83 overall. I like some of the young guys. I like KJ Simpson. I like Nick Smith Jr. The wing position, man, nobody I care about. T-John Salon, obviously the first round pick last year. What was he, pick 8? Pick 6. Damn, that's crazy. And then the centers being Mark Williams. They brought in Jusuf Nurkic at the deadline, stuff like that. So let's go to the NBA draft, because this is where you really care about, man. We don't care about much else besides going to the NBA draft. I'm not decreasing the shot clock to 20 seconds, 2K. All right, draft lottery. This is a big moment, man, because where are we going to be picking? We have the third best odds. Let's see what happens. And we are going to actually jump up to number 2 in the draft. That is actually really big, bro. The Wizards are picking 1 and the Heat actually jump up all the way from 11 to 3, which I would love to happen in real life, because you know I'm a Heat fan. Charles Lee, he's cool to stay as the head coach for now. He's definitely going to get an opportunity, especially having the top 2 pick now. If Cooper Flag doesn't go number 1 in the draft, I'm going to trade him to the first team, because the first pick is going to be Cooper Flag. I want this to be realistic. I don't have to do that. The Wizards still like Cooper Flag there. So who are we going to take it to? Now, the smart thing to do, the realistic thing to do, would be to take Ace Bailey. The problem is I just had Ace Bailey literally last video in my Suns video. Go check that Suns video out where I rebuilt the pathetic Phoenix Suns. So I feel like the thing I have to do here is draft Dylan Harper. Welcome to the Charlotte Hornets. This dude Dylan Harper looks like my player build, like just like him, bro. And I just to see who the Heat drafted number 3, we take Ace Bailey. All right, cool. That's actually really nice. So Dylan Harper, I'm very excited about. Gonna pick up the options on Brandon Miller. Daquan Jeffries, I don't really care about. Let's take a look at his team. So it's gonna be LaMelo at the 1. Brandon Miller is gonna run the 3 probably now. I'm gonna switch his position. I'm gonna do that right now. So Brandon Miller is gonna play small forward for us. So I guess this does kind of work out. And then the 4, we got Miles Bridges, who we'll see what I want to do with Miles Bridges in this video. Grant Williams, obviously T-John Salon, and then Mark Williams and Jusuf Nurkic. I do love me some Musa Diabate. Okay, first trade of video, I'm gonna be flipping Jusuf Nurkic. These videos are like semi-realistic, not really that realistic, but I'll do whatever I want, because guess what? I gotta get them a championship. So like, if the Utah really wants to trade me their unprotected in 27 for Jusuf Nurkic, like I'm really not gonna say no to that. So yeah, I'm gonna be picking up a first round pick for Nurkic. And then I also want to get T-John Salon some run at that backup 4 position. So I'm gonna be looking to flip Grant Williams for probably a backup 1 or just a pick. Washington's offering me a 27 first. I might take that, or I was thinking about taking a flyer on Kobe Buffkin, but I'm gonna take that Washington 27 first round pick for Grant Williams. So we're just unloading some of these guys who just are kind of in the way. All right, so we have a backup at every single position besides point guard. So let's get LaMelo just a calm backup, somebody smooth, and we can bring back Terrence Mann, who can be that backup point guard for us. Oh, he is not interested in negotiating with the Charlotte Hornets. Really? He's a restricted free agent though. So does that mean he's gonna come back, or are we gonna lose him? Keon Ellis would be a really nice backup PG for us on a 1-year deal. Let's see if he agrees to that. Yeah, so we're gonna get Keon Ellis. I wanted to bring Trey Mann back, apparently not. All right, so that's gonna be it for free agency. Let's go to player progression and see kind of how we see some nice progression. And we actually do get Trey Mann back, so he is gonna have to be here. If he doesn't want to be here, shit, he's not gonna play. Okay, so we see LaMelo is up to 90 overall. Brandon Miller up 5. That's really big time from him, partly because we changed his position. Mark Williams up 1, Bridges is down 1, Nick Smith is up to an 80, so is Keon Ellis is up 2. I would say the only kind of weird spot here is gonna be Miles Bridges. We'll ride it out for him for this year. If we want to make a move, maybe at the deadline we will, but I think that's definitely the one hole in the rotation that like I'm willing to trade either power forward or center, but I do kind of want to keep Mark Williams around, so we'll see how it goes. All right, so right now it's looking like to be LaMelo Ball, Dylan Harper, Brandon Miller, Bridges, and Mark Williams, with Nick Smith, Trey Mann, Keon Ellis, Josh Okogie, and I want to get Salon some minutes. Now that I'm thinking about it, I really don't need both of them, so this is kind of a weird spot I'm in here. I guess I'll give them all minutes for now. Want to get Musa Diabate some minutes. We'll go about 13 a night for him. All right, I guess I'm gonna cut Okogie out of the rotation for now. Go about 12 to Diabate. Keon Ellis gonna get 17. Trey Mann's gonna be there with 22. Nick Smith 25, and then the rest of the guys are gonna get these minutes. I'm cool with that. System pro for this team is going to be 3.5 stars balanced. Is there anything 4 stars? No, so we'll stay balanced. And I do want to check shot tendencies real quick. LaMelo's gonna be at a 99. Brandon Miller can be all the way at like an 85. I feel like his touch tendency needs to be up as well. First year of the Hornets team. It is a 1-point loss against Miami. We do see Dylan Harper in his first game, 14 points, 4 assists. LaMelo Ball obviously going to be doing his thing, 30 points in that first game. We lose by a lot right there. I'm not expecting much out of this year. this is kind of just like a bridge year to next year. I think we can really be competing. We do have our own first round pick this year, and we have some swap pick with Memphis. So another game against the Heat, we do pick up our first win right there, win by 12. And Trey Mann led us in this one, Dylan Harper. All right, let's continue to sim a little bit, see how this team is. Like I said, oh my God, we only scored 64 points in this game. That is really, really bad. Wow. All right, 7-18, 25 games in. We'll sim about 2 months and see where this team is at about the trade deadline or something like that. Okay, trade deadline is here, and yeah, we're 14-37. Not really much to look at. I just want to see where we are seeding wise. Brooklyn is actually the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, man. They got Josh Giddey on a team. He's hooping for them. Yeah, we're the worst team in the NBA, or second worst team in the NBA, 14-37. Why is Houston so bad always, bro? It doesn't make any sense. Good thing is that Memphis and the Suns are both really bad, so we're gonna get one of their picks, I'm pretty sure. As for stats, real quick, I want to take a quick look. LaMelo's there with 20 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists. That's all right from LaMelo. Brandon Miller there with 18 points as well. Dylan Harper in his rookie season, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting the ball, decent splits, so that's smooth. Mark Williams is pretty good. Nick Smith, yeah, Miles Bridges, for wherever he's getting paid, he's really not too good. So I'm either gonna go to the end of the year with Miles Bridges, or I'm just gonna kind of keep him and then trade him in the offseason, because I think he's definitely the main trade piece. What I'm actually gonna kind of do is I'm kind of just gonna jack Dylan Harper's minutes up just so we can see if we can get him like rookie of the year, because right now he is at 3rd. Maybe there's a way we can get him up to number 1. We'll see what happens. And then as for contract extensions, I could offer Nick Smith a contract, $22 million a year. I don't really know about all that. In this offseason, we're gonna have to pay Mark Williams, and we're gonna have to pay Trey Mann. We're probably going to be one of the worst teams in the NBA, but let's just get through this season, bro. This is a hell season. All right, season is wrapping. Shea wins MVP flag, does win rookie of the year, so we do not get Dylan Harper. Tyler Hero, they be putting Tyler off the bench in 2K now, which is kind of wild. Again, Wemby Depoy, Bryce ends up on most improved. Steph Curry, clutch player. Pop wins coach of the year. All right, let's see all NBA first teams. All NBA teams, we ain't got nobody. Yeah, I don't even know why I'm looking. There's just no way we have anybody. We do have Dylan Harper on all rookie first team. His final stats were 14 points, 4 rebounds, 5.5 assists, steal, 3-point shot, not really there, but the free throws there, and the field goal percentage is decent. So yeah, definitely a good rookie season out of him, I will say. And of course, we did not make the playoffs. We were the 2nd worst team in the NBA, which I do like. Phoenix wasn't good, and Memphis was a play-in team, so we're probably gonna get this Memphis pick. So we're actually hoping that they lose. And did they make the playoffs? No, they didn't. Okay, bet. So we're gonna get that Memphis pick. Is gonna be in the lottery too. So let's sim the rest of these playoffs here, and let's just get to the end of the season. Cavs versus T-Wolves in the NBA Finals, and the T-Wolves win in 7. Anthony Edwards wins Finals MVP. Okay, player retirements. LeBron calls it. I don't think so. Not yet. LeBron, nope. Russ trying to retire. Drew Holiday's trying to retire. DeRozan. Pop retires after having a 64 in 18th season. All right, draft lottery. We'll see what we're picking again. Looks like we have 2 lottery picks. The 2nd overall odds, and then we have the 11th overall odds. Please don't give the Thunder number 1, as we're going to be dropping down to 5 as the Thunder get 1 and 3. So we're picking at 5 and 11. Great. I just love 2K so much. I think I kind of want to move up in this class, and there's somebody that I have my mind kind of set that I want to draft in this class. Let me see who goes number 1. They're going to draft AJ DeBance. Okay. Please don't go number 2. They're trading the pick. Who are the Suns trading the pick? Or the Knicks are trading it for Jimmy Butler and Draymond. What the heck? And they're going to be drafting Cam Boozer. No, that's who I wanted. Is there a way that I could trade for Cam Boozer? Because I really wanted him. He's like, has hella trade stars. Damn, I shouldn't have waited so long. I would give them pick 5. I give you this Mavs 27 pick, because we have a lot of 27 picks. We don't have a lot of people to trade. I mean, I'd give you Bridges. I'd give you Bridges in 5 for Cam Boozer. Will they accept this? And they do. Okay, so Bridges in 5 lands me Cam Boozer, and I also do have pick 11 here still. So I think I will be drafting. Kind of do need that backup center. So Chris Sinak will be able to. We'll get there, and then the 2nd round picks, I'm not really too worried about him. Okay, so we come out of this draft. We come out of this draft with Cam Boozer. We come out with a 76 overall backup center. So I definitely do like that. Mark Williams wants 37 a year. Sheesh, that's some money. I'll give you 4 years, 36.5. Would you accept that deal, Mr. Mark? How much does Trey Mann want? Yeah, Trey Mann wants way too much money. I'm not paying Trey Mann $23 million. a year. That's just not happening. I'll sign a criminal to a 2-year contract. Yeah, give me Kevin Porter Jr. I'm actually cool with Kevin Porter. So we'll get Mark Williams. We'll get Kevin Porter Jr. back. I'm actually cool with that. Let's sign both of them. We don't have enough money to sign Kevin Porter, actually. Damn. Okay, I guess we have Trey Man's bird rights. So you know what? I'll give him 22 for a year. And then I might keep him. I might trade him depending on what happens. But we'll sign Trey Man. He won a $100 million contract, bro, I guess. I'm going to be signing Jeremy Grant here with my mid-level. And then what I think I'm going to be doing to get a better backup small forward for Brandon Miller is I'm going to be throwing Grant and I'm going to be throwing Jalen Green in the deal. Patrick Williams, I could move to the 3. I actually don't hate that because I get a first-round pick in that too. Max Strus is also available. Josh Hart. Whoa, Josh Hart is an interesting piece. He is on a 1-year deal. I don't know if I love that though. Moses Moody, I do like. Let's pick up Moses Moody here from the Houston Rockets. Yeah. Ooh, or do I want Peyton Watson? Nah, let's get Moody. He's on a 2-year deal, so we're flipping away Jeremy Grant and Josh Green for Moses Moody and a 28 first-round pick. So let's do this deal. I really like the look at his team. Keon Ellis does come back on the qualifying, and we do have a lot of green. LaMelo going up 1, Brandon Miller up 2, Williams up 2, Dylan Harper up 6, Trey Man's up 2, and Nick Smith is up 1 again. Salon's up 2. Kind of looks like he's gonna teeter around that 78 overall. I don't love that, but I guess it is what it is. All right, so right now a 10-man rotation would look like LaMelo Ball, Dylan Harper, Brandon Miller, Cam Boozer, and Mark Williams. I really like the addition of Cam Boozer. I think that's really big time. And then Trey Man, Nick Smith, Moses Moody. Same thing, kind of similar as last year. If we're off to a really bad start, I'm gonna look to flip one of these guards. I think we're cool with this for now. We don't really have a backup big we're running. This is where it's kind of getting tricky. And you know what? I'm not doing this what I did last year, bro. I'm just gonna be looking to flip Keon Ellis, bro, because he's coming back on the qualifying. I really didn't even want him. Like, I like him a lot, but I didn't really need him back. So like the Hawks offer me Johnny Broom in a first-round pick. I will trade Keon Ellis to the Hawks, and I'll get a first-round pick in Johnny Broom, sure. This way, this will allow Musa Diabate to get those last few minutes, or you know what? We'll actually give him to the rookie. Okay, System Pro, did we get anything better? No, it's still going to be 3.5 stars balanced, I think. Okay, first 2 games of the season is a win against the Wizards and a loss. Brandon Miller leading us right there. Very curious to see how Cam Boozer plays. We're able to win against Denver right there. It's a big-time win. LaMelo, Brandon Miller, Cam Boozer, 21, 6, 7, 2 steals, 3 blocks. Able to beat the Bucks on that one. Can we beat OKC? No, we get dropped by OKC. So we're still kind of getting dropped by the best teams in the league besides Cleveland we beat. But I definitely think we're going to be better than we were last year. Kind of teetering around 500, 2 games under. I'm going to see how boys halfway through like last year. All right, so trade deadline is here. We're 2 games under 500, so definitely better than we were last year, but not really where we want to be, as we're the 9 seed, so we're sitting at the play-in right now. Our first-round pick situation, we looking like we got our pick, Wizards pick, the Lakers pick, and a Heat lottery protected, and a Mavs unprotected, so we got a ton of first-round picks to use. As for stats, Brandon Miller is leading us, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. He's shooting 50, 40, 90 pretty much, so he's playing really well. LaMelo he's playing good, 18 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists. Kind of wish I saw some more scoring out of him. Cam Boozer in his rookie year is insane. He is phenomenal. 16 points, 6 rebounds, 4.5 assists, block and a half, 53, 46, 82 splits is crazy for a rookie. Dylan Harper is there, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. He's playing really good too. That 3 balls up a little bit. And then Mark Williams is giving you 13 and 9. Nick Smith off the bench is kind of inefficient. I think we definitely have to make some moves at the deadline. I think that's going to be having to trade Nick Smith. He's just really not efficient. I think we really gotta get him out of here. If I could look at team stats to see kind of where we're struggling, our offense is actually top 10. So we have a top 10 offense in the NBA. The problem is we have a bottom 5 defense, and our point differential is not good. I wonder if I could do something crazy to get a center like Alex Sarr. I have untouchables off. Could I somehow get Alex Sarr in this deal? The Wizards would acquire $21 million. I would have to take back one of their bad contracts. I'd have to take back quickly, probably. The framework is here. Mark Williams and Nick Smith Jr. They might counter offer here. No, they don't, but I do have a very, very valuable first round picks here. The Wizards pick here. I will give you this Lakers pick, which is very valuable. This is a big trade package for Alex Sarr. They're going to say no, and I have one more chance at getting this done. What about my pick? Unprotected. And they're not going to agree to that. Damn. I would have to take back 8. I would have to take back 8, but then I would just flip him immediately. And while they actually counter offer. Whoa, that's actually, wait, what? They would want Mark Williams and they would counter with Klingon and Ayton and this 2 first round. Yeah, I'm going to do this trade. What? I'm going to do this trade easily. Okay, wait, whoa, that's crazy. Okay, so now it will be LaMelo, Dylan Harper, Brandon Miller, Cam Boozer. They want to start Ayton for the system proficiency, but they're playing the same minutes, so that's fine. I still want to trade Nick Smith Jr. Julian Strother, I think, would be nice. Colin Sexton. I think Bub Carrington. Ooh. Nick Smith Jr., Musa Diabate, a 2nd round pick for Bub Carrington. He's on a 2-year deal. Yes, this is a perfect trade. Let's do this. This team starting to look really nasty, bro. The median age on our team is what, bro? Like 20. 4 or some shit. Yeah, this is sick. This team is looking really nice. All right, this team is extremely high potential going into next season. All right, Jokic ends up winning MVP. Cam Boozer, we do get Rookie of the Year. They have 15 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Capella 6-man, Wemby, Depoy, Gigi Jackson, Ja. Yeah, we don't really care about all that. Okay, All-NBA teams, don't really care about them. Josh Giddey makes All-NBA third team. We were 35 and 47, so let's quickly just get out of this year. Again, I don't really care about it. We can take a quick look at stats, but this is kind of gearing up for a year number 3 big time pushes. We see Brandon Miller led us, LaMelo Ball, Dylan Harper, Cam Boozer was our top 4 scorers, and then we just got a lot of good players off the bench. All right, let's sim this playoffs and kind of see what happens here as the Pistons are in the NBA Finals versus the Mavs, and the Pistons win in 6 games as Cade wins Finals MVP. Okay, Durant retired, Russell, Conley, Jimmy Butler, nah. Okay, draft lottery again. We are gonna have another lottery pick. We have the 12th best odds. I'm giving Charles Lee 1 more year. We can play out his contract, and then that's gonna be it for Charles Lee. 3 small forwards here. I'll draft this 19-year-old, sure. God damn, that is not a hooper. All right, I gotta pay Brandon Miller, even though he doesn't want to come back to us. Let's see if we can even afford him. 5 years, 38 million, and he's gonna be accepting that. So we pay Brandon Miller a big old bag, so he's gonna be coming back on the team, which is huge. So right now, this is the roster, man. It's gonna be LaMelo Ball, Trey Mann still here, Dylan Harper, Bub Carrington, Brandon Miller, Moses Moody, Cam Boozer, Salon, and then Klingon and Ayton. I'm just banking on more progression for this team. If I can bring in somebody like a John Isaac just to kind of get. All right, not caring about any really free agency moves. Let's just get the player progression. I just want to see a bunch of green on my screen. What? LaMelo's dropping? Get out of here. Besides LaMelo dropping, we see Dylan Harper up 4, Klingon's up to an 88, Cam Boozer's up to an 87, Carrington's up to an 85, Sinak is up to an 81. Not to confuse you with Sinat, it's Sinak. Dude, but like, why is LaMelo capping at a 90 overall? Like, that shit is just cap, bro. That's just not realistic, 2K. Come on. I really want to get a ring with this core. So LaMelo, Dylan Harper, Brandon Miller, Cam Boozer, Donovan Klingon is now starting. If this team is playing like dog shit, bro, I'm gonna have to make a trade during the season because I can't afford to have another season where I miss the playoffs. Appreciate y'all boys really being patient. With a team like this, you gotta be patient, man. You just have to be patient. There's straight just like amount of talent that is on this roster, like take it over the top, win games, because there's just so much talented scoring on this roster. All right, halfway through the season, and yeah, we finally taken that step up to the 4 seed in the Eastern Conference, 34 and 17, 690s going on with 87s, 85s off the bench. The team is really elite. I'm a little bit concerned about our money situation. Salon's on a 1-year deal, not bringing him back. Moses Moody's on a 1-year deal. So since these guys are both on 1-year deals, probably not going to be able to afford them. I could package them together for that backup wing position that I've kind of just been bullshitting for these past 2 years. Tumani Kamara could be interesting there at 84 raw. He's just not really great in 2K. I love him in real life, but not really great in 2K. Trey Murphy is there, and I could get Bridges back, but I don't really want Bridges. I think I'm going to do the deal for Kamara. We're going to be trading Moses Moody and Tijan Salon for Tumani Kamara, who's, I will get his shot tendency up a little bit, and then he can kind of just play that backup wing position, because right now Salon's not even playing. So let's do this deal. Let's just take a look at stats halfway through to kind of see what's going on with this team. We have no 20-point scorers. We have Miller at 19, LaMelo at 19, Harper at pretty much 19, whose 3 hasn't progressed at all, which is a little concerning. And then Cam Boozer, who is just an absolute stud. And as for team stats, we have a top 3 offense. Our defense is steadily improving. Now we have a top 10 defense in the NBA with the 2nd best point differential. Okay. And as for extensions, we're going to give LaMelo the extension, which I actually can't give him. I actually can't give LaMelo an extension, which is, I could give Ayton the extension, but I'm not definitely not going to do that because I'm probably going to look to move on from DeAndre Ayton in the offseason, maybe if we don't win, because I don't need to pay my backup center $37 million a year. All right, so 34 and 17. Let's sim to All-Star break. Now that Kumara is in the lineup, that's just more depth that we have, more defense that I can throw out at a team if I need to in a series or playoff series, something like that. All-Stars, do we have Brandon Miller and LaMelo, or just LaMelo? Just LaMelo there, it looks like. Okay. All right, season is wrapping. Jokic is on the LA Lakers, 32, 12, and 9 for that big boy. Big yoke right there. Okay. Darius the Cup wins Rookie of the Year. 6-man is Age of Advance. Wemby wins Depoy. Kadeem Malak most improved. All-NBA first team, you see here, Luka is on Milwaukee. No player movement. It doesn't really look like we have no All-NBA guys. We finished the 3 seed in the Eastern Conference, 51 and 31 with this team. Miami is the best team in the league. Completely different looking Miami team. Like, not even close to the same exact team. Okay, let's just get right into the playoffs, man. Round 1 against this Indiana team. We are definitely better in my opinion, I think. So let's just start simming, bro. Game number 1 is going to be get Indiana Pacers victory. We lose by 1. I just don't understand how we're losing to this team at all. We better not go down 2-0. 1-1 series. We're up 2-1, up 3-1, and we should be getting out of here in 5 games, and we win our first playoff series of the video. That's beautiful right there. Phenomenal. First round, 25, 6-8 for Dylan Harper. LaMelo was really bad, dude. LaMelo, really, bro? All right, Brooklyn in round 2. They got Boogie Flan, Will Riley, who's always just really good in 2K. They got Walker Kessler, Damian Lillard off the bench. We should beat this team. Game number 1 is a Brooklyn Nets victory. Okay, we lose by 21. All right, game number 2, we are down 2-0, and we're going to be going down 3-0, and yeah, we're cooked, bro, as we do win 2 in a row right there, which is a little bit sign of hope, but I don't know, man. This team is just really strange with the amount that we're just not being able to get to that next level, as we are probably going to be getting eliminated by Brooklyn here, and yeah, Brooklyn's going to just stomp us, unless we can kind of bring it back. No, we're going to get eliminated here, down by 7, and yeah, we lose by 9 in game 6 right there in year number 3. All right, bro, Brooklyn's in the NBA Finals. Jace Richardson against Boogie Flan, and the Mavs win in 7 games as Jace Richardson is your Finals MVP as an 83 overall. Wow, that's pretty nasty. I'm not gonna lie. Draft lottery. I don't think we have any picks here, as we do have pick 9 in the draft. So like, if I just threw pick 9 and DeAndre Ayton in this trade finder here, could I get something very special? Could Brandon Miller in 9 land me Paolo Banchero? I would also be willing to throw you this Lopez guy. They're gonna say no to that, and I'd give you another first round pick from the Lakers, and I would give you one more first round pick from us next year. They say no. Okay, what if I take out these 2 first round picks, and I would give you a Timberwolves pick, and they agreed to that. We just traded Brandon Miller for Paolo Banchero. Okay, wow. Brandon Miller and 4 first round picks, or 5, and we land Paolo Banchero. Who's gonna slide to that small forward position, or does Boozer want to play there? We'll rock with Paolo there at a 96 overall. I just felt like this team was getting really weird, and I don't even know if that's a great fit, bro, for this team, but we had to make some sort of move because we just weren't getting better. And sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and trade one of these star players, man. I think I'm gonna trade DeAndre Ayton because this Sinak guy is gonna keep getting better. So, all right, I do need a backup shooting guard, and Brandon Pajemski is gonna be here. He is making $9 million less, but we do need that backup shooting guard, so I'm gonna be doing this deal. Play progression is here. Paolo, Dylan Harper, Cam Boozer. LaMelo has capped at a 90, which is absolutely depressing. I don't think I've ever seen this in a rebuild. This Sinak guy is up 6 to an 87, so good call on trading Ayton. And then we have the bench that we've had for the past few years. Hopefully Banchero can kind of give us another boost, but I'm surprised LaMelo has kind of been slacking, bro, to be honest with you. Yeah, so this is gonna be the rotation. 9-man, that's calm. And then we have Lucas as our head coach. I'm gonna fire Lucas because well, no man with the same last name should be in here. Does Otis Newman want to coach for us? He does. Come in here, Otis. We gotta win a championship eventually. I feel like this team is just too good not to. Hopefully Paolo can come in here and really turn things around for us, bro, because Brandon Miller was hooping, but I feel like we just needed to change it. So far it looks like it's been the right move, as we're 10-1, 11-1 right now. Okay, yeah, this team is definitely going to be a lot better than it has been. Okay, we halfway through and we're 40-11, so I'm hoping this is the year that we kind of win the championship. I'm gonna just say it. We're 40-11, best team in the NBA. Let's take a quick look at the stats for the guys real quick. Just a brief look at the stats, man. Cam Boozer is that guy. I'm so glad I went and drafted for him. He's 24-9. You see Banchero, Harper, LaMelo's been disappointing, but it is what it is. Now I do have to check contract extensions because I'm pretty sure these boys, yeah, they're on 1-year deals. LaMelo, Dylan Harper, we gotta pay them. Now, let's get LaMelo back on EU. I did not want to give him that much money, but we did. And I'll pay Paolo just because I'm just going to rock with this for the rest of the season. If we can get a championship, we'll go 1 more year because we're at 4 years right now. We'll go 5 years, so which is 1 more year after this. That's called math. That's called first grade level math. I'm going to shut the hell up. Second best offense in the NBA. Top 4 defense in the NBA. Best point differential. I'm going to see y'all boys at the end of the year. Let's just get into it, man. I know y'all just want to see a ring at this point, and I got y'all. Okay, year 4 is a wrap, and Wemby wins his first MVP at the age of 25. Those are MVP numbers. Vlado Jeremic is your rookie of the year. He's, what is he, the next Jokic, bro? He actually, oh my God, he literally is. Age of Advanced rookie of the year. Wait, Age of Advanced 6-man of the year. I was like, he's been in the league for a while now. Victor Wemby went, okay, I'm stuttering now. I don't even know what I'm saying. Jamal Murray's still on the, bro, leave teams. We do have Coach of the Year, Otis Newman, 64-18, as some of the young guys starting out. Oh my God. We do have Cam Boozer on All-NBA second team, 23.5, 9.5, 5.5, 50, 40, 88 splits. He's ridiculous. Obviously, we were the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, 7 games above Brooklyn. We should be looking to get out of here with a championship, man, as this is the rotation. Okay, Toronto in round number 1. I am not worried about this team at all. I'm just in this round. We better not lose a game, and we don't. Great start to the playoffs, guys. Let's go. Okay, round number 2 against Detroit basketball. Cade Cunningham. Yeah, that's still like the same exact team. We're going to sweep them too. Haven't lost in the playoffs yet, thanks to Paolo Banchero and Cam Boozer. Brooklyn, we knew we were going to have to beat them to make the NBA Finals. They have a good team. This is a good team. I'm going to be straight up with you. All right, game number 1 is a win. We're 2-0, 3-0. Oh my God, we're even gonna lose a game. Damn, we do lose 1 game. Really, we lose 1 game. We're gonna win in 5. We do win in 5. We have lost 1 game so far in 3 rounds. We do have to play OKC, which is a little spooky in the NBA Finals, who have Shea, Darren Peterson, J-Dub, Chet, Jared Allen, AJ DeBance, 6-man, 94 overall off the bench. This could be a little questionable. I'm a little nervous. Game number 1 is a Hornets victory. Our backup center goes for 28. That's what I like to see out of you, bro. Game number 2 is a Thunder victory. Oh no, come on. Game number 3 is a Hornets victory. Can we go up 3-1 and then can we win in 5 games? Yes! Thank God, 2K. We get the championship with the Charlotte Hornets in year number 4 as Paolo Banchero wins Finals MVP. So shout out to me for trading Brandon Miller. Let's go see where he's at because I honestly don't even know. Brandon Miller averaged 16 points a game. Yeah, he was kind of mid. Okay, all right. Well, we got the championship in year number 4, which I'm more than excited about. And AD retired, so we might be able to go back to back. Let's do 1 more year of this rebuild, and I think we'll call it after this year. I just want to see if I can go back to back. So we'll see if we can do that. Draft lottery. Do we have any picks here? No, the Nets do have number 1, which is a little spooky because those guys were just in the conference finals. Kamara accepts. We got these guys back. Sure. I have everyone under contract besides Dylan Harper. I can't sign him, but he got the qualifying, and he has no real offer, so he will probably be coming back here. Yeah, as we're gonna be able to match his contract right here, and we do. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Who was our 8? Who was our backup 4 last year? I don't even remember. Did we not have one? I guess not. Yeah, we do have Dylan Harper being our best player at 95 overall, and Cam Boozer's a 93. So yeah, this team is definitely elite still. Like I said though, I do need that backup power forward. So let's just go figure that situation out real quick. You give me back this guy. And we have a deal. Beautiful. We have a backup power forward. Sweet. Okay, 10-man roster. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna see y'all boys at the end of the year. System Pro is going to be 4 stars balanced. And let's sim this last season. Yeah, let's go back-to-back championships. Come on. It's year number 5 of the video. The last year of the video, and Luka is still winning MVPs at the age of 31 years old. 35 point. Yeah, I don't even care. Howard, Warren, Jakusionis. Why do I care about the awards? But hey, we won 69 games. We won 63 and 69 and 13, which is absolutely nasty. As Cam Boozer's still on All-NBA's second team, his stats went down a little bit, but that's cool. And we do have Dylan Harper on All-NBA third team. Dylan Harper, Cam Boozer were there as our top 2 pieces, 95 and 96 overall. Paolo was there at a 95, 20 points per game. LaMelo, disappointing. I mean, just coming in here thinking he was going to be the star of the show, the star of the video. Wow, the Thunder scored 133 a game. Oh, that's not even funny. That's scary. Oh, they won 63 games. Yeah, we're going to have a tough time beating them. That's actually pretty horrifying if you ask me. All right, game number 1, round number 1 against New York. They still got Jalen Brunson. They're starting Jalen Hood, who somehow became an 86 overall. I know that's fake, so I'm just going to sim through this, and we're going to win in 5 games. If Jalen Hood averaged more than... Oh, wow, he was actually hooping in the playoffs. My fault, Jalen Hood. My fault. All right, round 2 against Philly. You know, I got Q Grimes still. I thought that was Embiid, but it's actually James Wiseman. That's got to be racist. Jesus Christ. Just sim the round, bro. And I sweep their ass, too. Conference finals against the Toronto Raptors. Reed, Shepard. Didn't we beat this team last year? I think we did. This team is actually garbage. And we're going to be... Oh, we're up 3-2. Oh, we got a game 7. Oh, shit. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe I spoke, and OKC actually lost to the Kings. How the hell did OKC lose to the Kings? They got swept. They're starting oh my God, it's the Heat. Jaime and Bam. I'm gonna lose on purpose. First, I gotta beat the Raptors in a game 7. No way I get eliminated by this weak ass team, bro. Of course, it's the teams I talk shit about give me a hard time, as we are gonna be beating this team by a lot. And we're going to the NBA Finals to play. Oh my God, Caden Boozer Western Conference Finals MVP, Cam Boozer Eastern Conference. It's the twin brothers matching up, duking it out in the NBA Finals, and they also got a 78 overall. Jaime Jaquez and Bam sim the first game. The Hornets do take that one. Can we go up to... Okay, really, y'all can't even put up a fight. Oh, never mind, I spoke too soon. Oh my God, I need to stop talking shit, bro. What is going on? Is Caden Boozer frying us? Is it Bam? Is it Jaime? What is going on? Bam scoring 12 points a game. We're about to get eliminated to this team. Not Simcast Live 2K. God. All right, well, we're down 3-2. We got to sim these back-to-back games right here. Are we really about to go outside to the Sacramento Kings? Or can we please get 2 championships in a row? We are up in the 4th quarter. We're going to be getting this game Okay, bro, but just please win one more game, please. Game 7 against the Charlotte Hornets. I mean, no, we're the Charlotte Hornets. Game 7 against the Sacramento Kings. Can we get the championship done in year number 5? Back-to-back championships. We up in the 4th quarter. Can we pull away? And we are going to be pulling away. Let's go. We beat them by 20 points in Game 7. And we win back-to-back champions with Cam Boozer winning back-to-back finals MVPs. So, I mean, yeah, we struggled the first 2, 3, 4 years of the video as, yeah, we had a really rough first few years. But we got it done in the last 2 with Paolo in the Cam Boozer trade, or the Paolo Banchero trade, really turned things around for this team. So that's going to do it for the Hornets rebuild. If y'all like this video, y'all want more videos like this, man, drop a like, drop a sub, and drop a comment down below what team you want me to rebuild next, or any challenges or random things, spin the wheels, whatever y'all want to see. I got y'all. And Hornets fans, let me know how I did on this video with your team. I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next one. Peace out.